Hi folks, this is Jake. Hope you're okay today. It's good to see you. I just want to make a video and I just want to talk about the new atheism and specifically Thunderfoot and genocide in the West. Now, I made a video last night and I'm going to get attacked quite a lot by the atheists saying, oh, he's mentally ill and all this. And I just want to tell you the background, why I made that video and the purpose of these videos. Basically, I've been influenced by John Stuart Mill and Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Now, John Stuart Mill talked about in his book that we have to learn to get on, whatever the different views we have to get on. And I believe that that's the foundation of democracy, that whether you're Jew, Christian, Muslim, atheist, gay, whatever, we all have to get on. We all have to respect each other. And I believe this is the foundation. And that's what I believe, that we should all learn to get on. And I believe that it's wrong to demonize another group. I believe it's wrong to stigmatize another group to the point where you demonize them in a very horrible way. Now, I've been recently doing research on the issue concerning the use of words, demonizing words, and the relationship to genocide. And I noticed that in the Rwanda massacre and the Rwanda genocide, one group was using of another group, calling them cockroaches, and this was central in the genocide. This language was central in the despicable things that happened in that time. And basically, what happened was one group was saying to another group, cockroaches. And what that word cockroaches meant that the group that were being called cockroaches were no longer seen as human. So people could go around and kill the cockroaches, you see. See, demonizing language was powerful in stripping people of being seen as human beings. And that opened up the genocide, because the people who were perpetrating the murders saw the people who they were killing not as human but as cockroaches. Now the same thing is happening again in the West this time. The same kind of virulent, vicious, demonizing language is being used by the new atheist. An example of this is Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot has burned Qurans. He has called Muslim women who wear the headgear despicable names, and he has drawn Muhammad Day, showing absolute no respect and demonizing Muslims, as if Muslims are people who is trying to stop free speech, and Islam is a great evil. And his same tone is being demonizing language that he uses concerning Christians and fundamentalists, Christian fundamentalists and creationists. Now, once you start to demonize a people, then the public begin to look at the people as not human. So people will look at the creationists as not human. They'll look at the Christian fundamentalists as not human. And when they're not seen as human, and they'll look at Muslims and see them as not human, because of the insults and the demonization that Thunderfoot and people like him have been doing. And then if people don't see Muslims and Christians as not human, then you're opening up a future genocide. And I tell you something, in the next 10 to 20 years, Thunderfoot will have prepared the ground, along with his atheist cohorts. They would have prepared the ground for genocide to millions and millions of Muslims and Jews, because they brought in a demonizing language and it made people see Christians, Muslims and Jews as not human. Now, you might say this is extreme, but before YouTube you take this video off, just listen to this. Dawkins has been on record in his books and interviews that Christians are child abusers if they teach their children creationism. Hitchens has said religion poisons everything, and Sam Harris has said that religious people are dangerous. Now, YouTube, how would you feel like it if I said to you, you're a child abuser that you poison everything and that you're violent. You wouldn't like it as YouTubers, as those who run YouTube. That kind of language has to stop. The demonization has to stop. Otherwise, the West will experience genocide in the next 10 to 20 years, because we're dehumanizing people rather than having rational conversation and talking to one another. And the new atheists are so irrational that they don't see this criticism, that they can't see it, that the hate that they're pouring out. But they are pouring out hate, and it needs to stop. Thank you.